Let's talk about Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea, Liverpool. That game happened at Anfield, their very first meeting this campaign. Two new managers coming into play in the English Premier League, and a slot and Enzo Maresca going head-to-head in the English Premier League. Prior to that game, it was Chelsea. Chelsea don't get mad. Straight in for Chelsea. Liverpool fans, they were confident. They didn't make a lot of noise because they know coming to Anfield to play, we know what transpires. Anytime a team visits Anfield, it's difficult to actually edge out Liverpool. And the Jurgen Klopp left, they felt it is over. But Arne Slot picking up from where Jurgen Klopp left over, and of course he's doing a very fantastic job. Son of a maximum victory at Anfield for Arne Slot over Enzo Maresca. Does that automatically translate that Chelsea are back to default settings?
First of all, let me talk about Liverpool right now. I think when Jurgen Klopp decided to leave, and people were like, okay, Liverpool are going to go back to default setting again and all that. But I think I'm seeing Liverpool in the line of Real Madrid, where it's just transition from this to this. They don't have to go back to rebuild again and all that. It's just like Real Madrid. When a new manager comes in, it's like nothing happens. It's like nobody left that position, but they just continue that way, and you see them doing well. So Arne Slot, I think I'll give him his flowers. So far, so good. He has been doing well with Liverpool. Then talking about Enzo Maresca, Chelsea, and all that. You know, when they were winning after the game, and somebody posted and it was like, "Stay humble." When I saw that, I laughed because this period, it was all rosy for them. It was going well for them. They were playing so well, getting the goals and all that. But against Liverpool, you need to see the way we're all here, how they were like so optimistic that yes, we're going to get this 3 points. Liverpool and not get match, see the game and all that. And now look at the game has come and gone. I saw what really happened. Liverpool played good football, but I think for Enzo Maresca, for me, I think yes, also he deserves his flowers. So far, so good. He's been doing well with Chelsea, but let's see how it goes with the big teams. He has played 2 big teams so far. I think he has lost both games, but let's see how he can develop playing against big. But that game against Liverpool, for me, I believe there was no way he was going to win that game. I was so sure about that. I was so sure.
Let's talk about Liverpool first before we transit. Let's talk about Chelsea before we transit to Liverpool. Of course, Enzo Maresca trying to find his feet with the Chelsea lad, getting desired victories left, right, center, and Nicolas Jackson firing all cylinders. What do you think went wrong? Do they say the combination of Enzo Moises Caicedo and Ruben Lavia at the heart of midfield? Do you think it contributed? 2 players with similar quality. You think that was one of the reasons why Chelsea lost at the midfield to some extent in that very game, or Liverpool obviously is superior over Chelsea?
Oh, to me, I feel that game there was nothing. There was nothing in that game. To me, I think it was more like a 50-50 game. To be fair, to be honest,
50-50 game.
Yeah, it could go. It could have gone anyway. To me, yes, it was. To me, that my opinion. There was a time even before Liverpool got their goal, Chelsea were on top. Before that, Liverpool got their first goal. Chelsea were on top of that game, and there's nothing. To me, in that game, there was nothing between those sides. It's just on the fans' perspective that Chelsea fans they feel that they're on top of the world. But in terms of footballing terms, that match would have definitely going to Anfield would not been easy. And because I didn't see Chelsea. Chelsea didn't have a bad performance to me. I think it was just okay. Liverpool at home and Anfield, and the momentum and the way they've started the season, everything is going for them. But Chelsea, yes, 1 or 2 lapses defensively. But in terms of attacking, don't forget that Liverpool also they are solid defense. They are the best defensive side currently in the Premier League. So I think to me, I think Chelsea did themselves proud. It wasn't a decimation. It wasn't a game that one side was far ahead of it. It was more like a 50-50 game. But I think Liverpool came on top at the end of the day.
Sonny Bobo, Cole Palmer officially became very cold in that very game alongside Noni Madueke and Jadon Sancho. To some extent, Jadon Sancho was lost in that game. What happened to the Chelsea up front?
I don't know. You don't get to shine all the time. It does not happen all the time. Most especially when you are playing a team that are so organized, that knows exactly what they are doing. Come on, look at the Liverpool squad. Look at everybody. They played a top football, and that
no new signing. Don't forget.
Yes, no new signing. And
only Chiesa, but he's not.
But he's not there. Yes, no new signing, but they signed a new manager, a new coach. So Arne Slot is really doing a good job. But for Chelsea, I think things like this are meant to happen for the players. Talking about the players, Kupama that has been on hot form, Sancho since he left, and people were like, "Yeah, this is the place for you." Not Manchester United. You're doing it. You're doing what you did at Dortmund and all that. But this is an example. This is a game that you should really show people that yes, you have all it takes to be a starter at Manchester United, regardless of what has happened and all that. But they were not able to do that. But the thing is, Liverpool are so good for them to be able to bring out those abilities that they have to play, those strength that they have. They've been demonstrating in the past games. Liverpool was just too good for them to do that. So he has nothing to do with them. Maybe let's see that. But for Palmer, I think you don't get to shine in all the games. Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, when they were at their prime, they don't get to shine in all the games.
Yes, let's talk about the incident Tosin Adarabioyo and Diogo Jota, a similar incident that happened at the Vitality Stadium where William Saliba had to bring down Van Listen after a yellow card. VR intervened and of course handed him a red card. Similar incident, of course, a very, very similar happened at Anfield. Tosin Adarabioyo, this time he held Diogo Jota all over the waist, pulled him down, brought him down, and guess what happened? It was just a yellow card. Of course, this has raised dust that if William Saliba could get a red card, why not Tosin Adarabioyo? Because the situation were very, very similar. So, but this brings us to inconsistencies of officiating in the English Premier League.
For me, this is not a mistake anymore. It's not a mistake. It has become a decision for them because it keeps happening, and they come out to tell you this is why it is like this. Even some pundits will come out, they will start explaining, and many pundits after the game have come out. Even Ben Foster came out to say something about that too, about the Manchester City game and all that. But the thing is, they're not just consistent. It's like it's becoming a decision for them now. Because for me, if you can do it to other team, then it should be done. Because for me, there's nothing you can explain that. For me, it's just the same thing that happened. It's what happened at Arsenal game. It's the same thing that happened in that game. So the referee should have just given what is supposed to be done. Do what is supposed to be done, because you've done it to another person. It should be done to this other person. But I think that was the where he picked up the injury. I don't know if that was where he picked up the injury. So
if we are talking about it,
there was an injury, a dangerous tackle.
Like that was
just the injury there.
It was just a pull.
So you see that. So the thing is just it has become a decision for them, and they didn't even call to check on what really happened and all like the Arsenal game and other. But it is very bad that
so
one
they didn't call because
VR,
like I said, they shouldn't intervene when it has to do with a yellow card situation.
But
they did with Saliba. So
yes, they did.
But they did with the Arsenal game.
Exactly. After the ref,
with Saliba,
the ref saw this incident I'm talking about the Arsenal and gave it a look at because it was subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So why did the
and they have to call him
intervene
to go and check? Why did the VR have to call him in a yellow card situation?
Yeah.
So the thing is just not they are not just making it clear, but I think right now it has become a decision for them to give this to this person, and in another game they change the rule. It's like they change the rule with every game that they see.
Yes, there was an explanation regarding that incident, saying that of Saliba.
Exactly what they will come with.
That the ball was heading towards the goal post, and of course, the case of Adarabioyo and Diogo Jota, the ball wasn't heading close to the goal post. They were coming. There was
outside the stadium.
There was too many comparisons.
You know what?
That very game. Do you think it's just to justify their actions?
Sorry. You know what will happen? You see that this incident that happened against John Stones and they go against Wolves.
Yeah.
Bet me that same incident will happen again, and you will see they will cancel that goal. So
they
have no moral justification. They have nothing to say that this is what the position of the ball and all that. What is bad is bad. You have given to this, give it to the other person.
All right, yes, we're talking about inconsistencies of officiating of match officials in the English Premier League. What's good for the goose is good for the candles, but it doesn't happen the way we want it to happen. It doesn't happen. Yes, it was a smooth victory for Liverpool. Canute, Curtis Jones in the heart of the midfield, he had to start ahead of Alexis McAllister. He proved that, of course, he is a quality player.
Yes, it's a decent player. I won't call him world class, no.
But
it's a decent player. He has been there only under Klopp. Klopp uses him from time to time. And I think for Slot, their next games are very tough. They have Leipzig in the Champions League. They also have Arsenal coming up, away games. So I think that is the best way to rotate, give some players a breather. Like you saw, Gakpo started ahead of what is his name?
Ahead of Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz. So I think these are changes that you make. And don't be surprised, in next match you may see one of the other midfielder going to the bench and seeing other players starting ahead of. So I think he proved himself. The penalty that Tango wasn't given because it wasn't a penalty. That is the second incident. Then the goal is scored. I think I applauded him for that goal because the first time he got a bad touch, but he was fast to react.
Very, very.
Yeah, the second. Meanwhile, the keeper, what's his name? The Chelsea keeper, to me, was slow to react because you as a keeper, you have the advantage. If you react, the player will definitely foul you and will be given as a foul.
It was already going down.
The keeper.
Yes,
to me, I just felt he would have reacted.
He was already going there. So he was trying to, you're responsible to stimulate and all that. The reflection and everything. So he was trying to come up, but he was too late for him.
But let's give what's his name?
Curtis Jones.
Credit because that first touch.
Of course, you have to give credit.
Yeah, the first touch was poor,
but he was fast.
First and foremost, give credit to the Salah's assist.
Of course, without that. But one thing, giving the assist, is wanting to give assists. The other is to make use of that assist.
Convert it.
Exactly. That's what happens with
Bruno Fernandes.
Yes,
creating chances that people cannot
exactly.
convert.
I have to bring that. But I just applauded the way he was so sharp. After he got the first port touch, he was fast to get the ball, and that was what ended the game 2-1. So I think I wasn't surprised with his performance. He's been there. He has this performance that when he comes in, he gives his bit.
All right, yes, and Slot, of course, officially becomes the first Liverpool manager in their history to win 10 out of the first 11 matches. Would you say this is the man that will put Liverpool in title contention this campaign, or what is happening is just a fluke?
It's not a fluke.
I don't think it's not a fluke because this man has 10 how many games so far?
10 out of
10
11,
out of them, and
it's
not a fluke. It's not.
They are title contenders, no doubt about that.
All right, a very big congratulations to Liverpool getting it over at Chelsea. Enzo Maresca, obviously, he needs to go back to the drawing board and see how he gets things right. Maybe Liverpool were just too superior for him, but of course, there is a return leg that will be happening in this very campaign. This time it will happen at the Bridge. Can Liverpool reciprocate? Replicate what happened, or Chelsea will come and with a mindset of revenge, totally get a pound of flesh against Liverpool. We'll get to see how that happens, but kudos once again to Arne Slot and the Liverpool side.